What's up, YouTube? This is Dfishfan here, bringing you another Cards Not to Forget. Just wanted to bring you a new edition, so hope you guys enjoy. Let's get right to it. First up, Drag Down to the Grave. Normal spell card. Says you and your opponent look at each other's hands, select one card from each other's hand, and discard them to the graveyard. And then each player draws one card. So it's already seen a lot of play in Japan with Dark Worlds, so I'm really expecting that to come over. You know, you can combine that. I got an idea from a local duelist of mine. You know, you can combine that with Trap Dust Shoot, Mind Crush, especially. You know, stuff like that. So really great card in Dark Worlds, and you're gonna start seeing a lot more of this. Alright, second one, Overwind. And this one's not necessarily just Overwind. I'm talking about the whole wind-ups in general. I heard they have topped regionals already. I don't know a deck list or anything. I should probably look it up. But I know Wind-Up Factory and this card are very good. What it does is it doubles. You target a wind-up you control. Its attack and defense are doubled, and it returns to the hand during the end phase. You can only activate one Overwind per turn. So, they attack it, you go Overwind, you know, doubles the attack, and then you get to bounce it to your hand. Your turn, summon, use the effect again. So it's pretty nice. I can see how it works very well on the deck. And then, you know, you got Wind Up Factory to combine with this. Very good. So just be on the lookout. They have a lot of good support. It's a shame that their effects can only be used once, but nonetheless, I think you should be on the lookout for them. Reckoned Power. Oops. So this one, you reveal one Iron Core Quackimero in your hand, destroy all face-down spell and trap cards your opponent controls. It's obviously not as good this format as it was last format, but it's still a nasty card. It's exactly like Delta Crow pretty much, except instead of controlling a Blackwing, you just had to reveal an Iron Core Quackimero, which I believe a little bit easier, because the Blackwing you at least had to have, you know, summon, or you had to protect it. You know, with this one, all you need is Quackimero Iron Core in your hand, which is very easy to get. So more versatile in that sense, and very good plus. Alright, next up, Leo Drake's Mane. This one is interesting because I think this card is very overlooked. Like, no one ever talks about it when they talk about Naturias. Well, at least no one that I've seen. And what it is you select one face-up Naturia monster you control, and the attack becomes 3,000, and its effect is negated until the end phase. So, I mean, at the end phase, it does go back to its normal attack, but still, like, maybe in the future there might be a way to mix in Naturias into an OTK, and then you just go Leo Drake's Mane and have a 3,000 beater. Or, you know, you might want to get over that Stardust or whatever's causing you trouble, Scrap Dragon, and then you go Leo Drake's Mane, and there you go. And last up, we have Gravekeeper's Watcher. This is the one I really wanted to talk about recently because it fits my deck, Gravekeepers, and for the future. As you know, Dark Worlds aren't well, they're a bad matchup for Gravekeepers for a lot of decks in general, because they're so unique in that they get their effects off of discarding. So Gravekeeper's Watcher, what it does, it fits the Gravekeeper theme, you know, Dark Spellcaster. It's a level 4, so that's pretty good for exceeding. And when your opponent activates a card that includes the effect of making your opponent discard from his or her hand, this does not include the cost of discarding cards. So, you know, pretty much Dark World and Fable. You can activate this card by discarding this card from your hand to the graveyard. Negate the activation and effect of the card and destroy it. So, let's say your opponent activates Dark World Dealings. You know, it does discard, so you can ditch Gravekeeper's Watcher from your hand, and it negates and destroys it. Let's say your opponent activates the field spell. You negate, destroy. There's a lot of cards in there that discard, obviously. Drag Down to the Grave, you know. And really, even though they have a lot of options to discard, if you time this right, it can really mess up their plans. The reason being is because mostly there are times with Dark Worlds, through playtesting, I know this. They can, run out of options. Like Morphing Jar, they run out of steam pretty much. That's definitely an option with Dark Worlds. Definitely a possibility with Dark Worlds. You might go through your hand and then you're hoping to play Dark World Dealings or that Fill Spell, and then if you drop this, that's pretty nasty right there. So definitely a card to look out for. Maybe sideboard. Get some momentum back into the Gravekeeper in that matchup. But yeah, so thanks you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like the video, rate it thumbs up, and comment below if you have an idea for next card of the cards not to forget. All right, guys, laters.